Steve, last night, Saturday night we had a cracking show. We thought it was going to be a good show, and it was. We had a VIP versus VIP, a great top of the bill, and a really good undercard, mate. So I presume you were happy with it?
Yeah, do you know what? It was a good card. It run really smoothly. I believe your VIP TV live went out with good pictures and good
and we had sound. So that was a big important thing. We had sound.
So I've had a few people, even James Moorcroft watched it over in Portugal, saying it was good. So props for that, Lee. You can keep improving, going on, and it'll be good. But yeah, it was well attended, good support, and as you say, the fights were good. So running through them, started off with Ren Anderson fighting Balcassus from Lithuania, who's a tough guy, gone the distance with Zach Parker, and you know, Owen won every round and did a good job on him. But
and looked good doing it as well.
He was upset afterwards because he hadn't stopped him, which we've had to say, hey, don't worry about that. You know, he's a tough guy. You know, as I say, Zach Parker couldn't do it. So why a 19-year-old kid from Wigan who's had 4 amateur fights thinks he can? I don't know, but no, it was good to see him upset because it shows you he cares, doesn't it? And you know. He's entertaining, isn't he? So
I like him. I've got a lot of time for
everyone to watch.
Very talented kid.
Second fight was a favour for Alex and Elite, putting Marcus Tomlinson on because he should have fought the night before, and the show got cancelled. So he come on, and I'm not sure if it was a tippy-tappy that match there, but it didn't like the crowd, did it? But it's another win for Marcus, and maybe he can fight one of our lads moving forward. Yeah,
well, he's 8-0 now, but he was coming off 2 stoppages, wasn't he? Back to back, and I was but then Chris Zubok, he's no pushover for anyone, though, is he?
Yeah, and then Kai Derber making his debut, and you know, it was a tough one for him to take Perriau, you know, on your debut again. Another kid who's only had 1 amateur fight, you know, so heard good things of him, and he did well. He won every round. Perriau obviously has now gone in the journeyman route, and he just wanted to get through, but he's awkward, isn't he? And he was hard for Kai to look spectacular on his debut, which you like with kids to do on the debut, but it was a good display, and he's got good feet, and I think we've got to realise he's only young, he's not experienced, he sells a lot of tickets. We can take our time with him, and he could be a contender.
As a cruiserweight, he's 23 years old, so you know, by the time he gets to 25, hopefully he'll be in a good position to make some real noise.
Yeah, I think probably need more than a couple of years, to be honest. You'll have to fill out into it, and you know, things like
it's massive, though, mate.
Like, you know, planting his feet and everything like that. But you know,
I think he admired his work a little bit too much. Because he called some good shots and didn't always follow it up. Which
like as I say, I said it to Lee Blundell, to take him on your debut it was a big shout and belief in his ability, and he didn't let anybody down, did he? And hopefully, as I say, his experience comes along, start getting a few stoppages and keep that crowd behind him. That's what we've got to make sure that we develop him at the right pace. And then another debutant, Muhamad Mia, absolutely smashed the tickets. Loved his debut. It was nice to get a text off him the day after to say it was the best day of his life, which is good. It makes you happy, and you know, makes you realise why you're doing these things.
Did you see at the end where they had a little dance?
No.
Right at the end of it, the music come on, and while we're waiting for they both started having a little dance there. Both loved it. I thought his uppercuts in the middle of the ring and the little side steps were wonderful. Really
as I say, I'd not seen him in the amateurs, but he had about 30 amateurs. But Andy Abel said to me he was a good kid, which means he must be a good kid because nobody is with Andy. He sold a load of tickets, but more importantly, he looked like a fighter. And
he did.
On his debut, some of the moves were really, really good, weren't they? You know, switching and moving side to side. So definitely another debutant who we can work with there, so that was good. And then the next one, Travis Waters, he's like all fighters, he don't listen. I told him to take it easy and have a look at him because he can be dangerous, that Populaski. I said don't be just steaming into him, but I wasn't even watching and he had the dump and he'd gone, but I watched it back last night on the YouTube channel. He caught him right on the top of the head, didn't he?
I think it really disorientated.
Yeah, he didn't know where he was. At the time I thought Steve Gray could have let him go on after, well he let him go, but then he went down again, but he was completely gone, so it was the right stoppage.
I thought that was exactly the same. I thought it was a bit premature, but he caught him with an uppercut and then it was an overhand left, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That put him to the ground, but it hit him right in his temple. And when he got up, he wasn't quite right. And just before he stopped him, you could see him stumbling a little bit. And then he caught him with a shot, and Steve Gray was looking right into his eyes, and he could see that he was gone.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was the right
stoppage, and he'd worked him over a little bit with body shots and everything.
Very good though, Travis.
Yeah. So again, Travis is one that. We've got to get him on the TV slots, haven't we? Because he deserves it, and he's, you know, he sells the ball up there. He done a coach coming down there, so he's on our show the 4th of May up in Durham, and then you know after that we'll be looking probably to get some sort of co-promotion.
Is he going to be chief support to the Central Area final?
Yeah, and then fight number 6 was the one we was all looking forward to, and
delivered.
It was a good fight, but Joe Howard with a 60-54 wasn't expecting such a comfortable win for him, and he turned up with a game plan and a super jab, which we've seen in little glimpses before, but not for the night. He bossed it with a jab, and you know, Ash really was outworked as well, wasn't he? You know.
Do you know, I still think he was a little bit harsh to scorecard. I thought Joe clearly won the fight, but
he could have shared a couple of the rounds.
Exactly.
Certainly 3, yeah. But listen, it was delivered. You know, the first few rounds, as I say, when Joe won behind the jab, were very technical. It was like watching 2 good kids on the TV. And
I spoke
it's
to
a shame that it was just lost on our card and only a 6-rounder. But I mean, if Ash comes back, gets a few wins under his plate, and Joe keeps going, it might be one that a TV company will come on put on for the little title in the future. But you know, it was good that both kids took it, and and for the crowd that was there to watch a real good fight. Yeah.
You know what you were just saying before, Joe, you know, he's still a baby, isn't he? He's just 21 years old, and I thought it was a very mature performance by him, you know, and very controlled by him, because we know what Joe's like. You know, he's trash bang well with him, but he worked really hard behind his jab, and jab was the key, wasn't it? It's the jab that won him the fight.
Yeah, and then the next one, Ashley Manan, he completely dominated Richard Helm, which you would have expected. Good to get 6 rounds out for him, which Richard's a tough journeyman, and he took a lot past him, but he was happy to see the end, wasn't he?
He was. In fact, did you see the picture he put on? His face is all marked, and we went tough one last night against a very good kid. Right. So he got Ashley.
Yeah, so Ashley's going in the right way. I think he's 6-0 now, and I said to him at the start, you know, don't rush it, you know, it's going to happen, let's do it the right way, and we are doing. And then the top of the bill was a barnstormer, which we knew it would be, ended up 95-95. Can't really complain. If he was going to give a winner, I'd like to have seen Flatley get it, because I thought he won a lot of rounds dominantly, certainly early on, and I thought he'd built up a lead to it, but spoke to the referee afterwards and said he had him won up going into the last and lost the last, and you know, I couldn't really split the last, but maybe the last, what was it, 15 seconds when he caught him, and he had to hang on to get through Jack. Made it the right score at 95-95, but what a fantastic fight. Both give their all there. It was only when Jack tied a little bit and his work rate stopped that Ryan Amos got into it near the end, and as I said before, probably a fair result, a draw, and might be one that we can do again. You don't know yet. We'll have to have a look at that. Yeah.
No, it was a really good fight to round off a great night and sets up another good show.
We've had 2024, haven't we? And they've both been good shows, and expecting another good one on Saturday in Blackpool. Got some great fights, VIP v VIP, and a good top of the bill again, and can't wait for you to come in a couple of days, Liam. We'll talk about it and let the public know, and they can either get down on the night or they can watch it on VIP YouTube. Yeah.
Well, I hope Blackpool do come down, because we know what it's like winter gardens when that place is full. It's banging, isn't it?
Yeah. Looking forward to it, mate.
See you later, Steve.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.